Hi everyone, let's talk about my daily driver which I have been using since last 4 years. For this video, please consider this as my long-term review of my phone, that is Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. So it's been 4 years and I will divide this video into 5 parts, and let's start with the camera first. Camera is really good, but when you compare it to the newer cameras, it loses out on the detail part because the new sensors on the phones are much more bigger when we compare it to the megapixel count. So right now this S21 FE is featuring a 12 megapixel camera. The main one is the 12 megapixel camera, but you might have noticed most of the new phones, let's take in consideration the S26, the base S26, it comes with a 50 megapixel camera. So whenever you are clicking shots from the S21 FE and comparing it to the S26, the main detail that you will notice is that the details are less in the photos of S21. Other than that, when you ignore the details part, the photos are crisp, they are really good. Everyone will see a photo from this camera will appreciate. A bit of a backstory. So the other day I was at a concert and my friend was rocking an iPhone 12, right? And I compared the video of this phone, the video prowess of this phone with the iPhone 12. This phone completely knocked out 12 out of the park. I know this phone is already 4 years old, but still I compared it to a latest alternative that even you can get. I would not say it is an alternative, but rather new phones are much more capable in terms of camera. But right now the mid-budget phones that we are getting, they are not even having a telephoto lens and they are having a very degraded ultra-wide camera. This phone, the S21 FE, is having a properly capable 3x optical telephoto camera, and the ultra-wide angle camera is also really good. Let's talk about the selfie camera. The selfie camera is also really good, 32 megapixel camera. Totally fine front videos. Okay, let's talk about performance now, the second point. Performance is really good. The phone is rocking an Exynos 2100. After using this phone, after listening to so much of the hype that we get about the negative hype, I would say, about Exynos processors, Exynos 2100 has been really good for me. I'm not a really heavy user. I just use my phone for some casual gaming, few hours, and other than that, Instagram, Chrome and other basic mix usage, not really heavy usage. But Exynos 2100 has been really good. The performance is really good. There has been a negative hype because it's a 4-year-old phone, had been a negative hype regarding Exynos 2100 and 2200 that they heat a lot, they consume a lot of battery. But for mixed usage, for an average user, Exynos 21 is really good, even though it may consume a little bit more battery when compared to comparable processors, but performance is superb. Out of these 4 years, trust me, it is mostly really goes through every task at full speed. Now that it is 4 years old, I can feel this phone has become a little bit slow, but still it is still really good. In the beginning, it was a monster, guys. Trust me, this Exynos 2100 is really good. Talking about the Exynos, let's talk about Exynos a bit more. The recent Exynos 2600, 2500, 2400, Samsung has really made a good comeback. In terms of performance, they are performing at par with Snapdragon processors. The only bit of a difference lies in the efficiency and the battery part. They are still a little bit lower on the inefficient side when compared to Snapdragon processors, but for an average user, you won't even notice. Really good. Don't trust on the negative hype. I'm using a 4-year-old phone with Exynos 2100 and it's still really good. Next up, the third point, let's talk about software and the experience that you get from using this phone on a daily basis. Software is where this phone is really a champion. In 2022, starting when this phone released, Samsung promised 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates on top of that, and with the latest version. Right now, the phone is on Android 16. Android 17 was released just 2 weeks back. So after 4 years, I'm still on the latest version of Android, and security patch that my phone is having is of June 26. So guys, security patches will still come to this phone till 2027, right? But would you guys believe it that this phone is still running latest Android when compared to the mid-range phones that are releasing nowadays? They are still being launched in Android 16. So basically, this phone is running latest of what Android offers and the best at security because it is having the June 2026 security and still continue to receive security patches through 2025. 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates. This is just amazing. The newer Samsung phones are getting 7 years of updates. The S series and Fold series is getting 7 years of updates. So software side is totally sorted, and in terms of experience, there's no lag. The UI feels really polished, really flagship level. Samsung has done so much work on One UI compared to the TouchWiz that we used to have earlier in the days. Samsung is really ahead on the software part. There are no lags, no hiccups. Each and every function works smoothly, and the One UI is one of the best among Android skins that you can get today. The customization level is unparalleled, and the smoothness is also unparalleled. Okay guys, let's talk about the battery and the charging situation of this phone. This phone rocks a 4500 mAh battery, which is small compared to today's standards, but for a mix-based usage of a consumer like me who doesn't use their phone and is not a heavy user, this battery is adequately sufficient for me. Charging situation, the 2022 phone, this supports 25 watt charging, and for me it is good enough. 1 hour can take you to around 100% in this phone. Battery has been performing well. I'm using the feature from Samsung which limits the battery to a max charge of 80%. So I charge my phone to 80%, and I don't even use fast charging to preserve my battery in the long term. So this phone has been performing really good for me. Whenever I know that I might require a scenario where I would be using my phone much, I just turn off these features. I fast charge my phone and I charge my phone to 100%. Performs really well. The only concern for this phone, which is also its con, this battery is its con, because battery when compared to newer alternatives, it is bit on a low side, but still for a mixed usage, it is really good. Last point, let's talk about how reliable this phone is, and I will also conclude this video. So the point is, this phone is really reliable. It scores on every level. You know what? This phone doesn't score awesome on any level, but it scores really good on every level, right? So there's a detail in these lines that this phone is really reliable. If you want a good camera, this phone has it. You want decent battery life, a bit of a decent battery life, this phone has it. Performance is really good. The software experience is best. So all in all, the S21 FE has been a breeze to use, and I'm planning to use this phone for a couple more years because it is performing really well. I am not seeing a reason to upgrade because it is performing perfectly. But let's talk a bit more in this conclusion about the Samsung S series. You know what? After using this phone for 4 years, even though it is a part of SFE series, right? So the latest phone from the FE series is the S21 FE. But overall, the S series is really worth it. But if you are able to get an S series phone at a deal price, you know what? That deal is unbeatable because after using an S series phone for 4 years, I can proudly say that this phone is a total breeze, and S series is totally worth scoring in each and every level. Thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next video, and please subscribe to my channel because I've just started out with